Cameras overheat, and so what you do is that you Google fans for your cameras, and you're gonna see a bunch of terrible ones and some good ones. And the best one that I found is from Ulanzi. This is not paid. I bought this with my own money. This is their third version of their original fan. The first one had suction cups, which was a terrible idea because it would just stick and then it would fall off all the time. So they had a lot of bad reviews. And then they came out with this spring backing, which they have right here, and this new one, it's right here, where you would hook this to the back of your camera and it would work. I bought that second version, and the reason why I ended up selling it and not liking it is because I noticed that the spring wasn't so strong. I would be recording, and if anybody would tap me or if anybody would tap my camera or myself, it would like spring off, and it wasn't that reliable. And the second version looked exactly like this. It had the fan, it had the plug-in. You would recharge it, at least that's good. Most fans have this option where you have to plug in a power source to it in order for it to work. And if you know anything about me, I like to be minimal, compact, ready to go at all times. I don't like to put a bunch of cables on my camera. Those are things that I'm most likely gonna forget one day, especially when I'm in a rush. The cool thing about the Ulanzi one is that it had a battery, but it wasn't so great in terms of cooling. It was okay, it was just the fan, the spring, it would pop off here and there. It was the best option for what I was looking for, where I wanted the battery to be built in. I didn't want to plug anything in, but there's Tilta, there's other brands that do the same thing, but I wasn't a big fan of it. And then Ulanzi made this one, their third version of their original fan. As you can see, it looks good, it looks the same. They enhanced the spring on this. This is much more stronger than the previous one, and this is also molded better to the camera. This is for any camera that has a flip out screen. So if it has a flip out screen, this will most likely fit. On the website, it tells you exactly which camera. Now, again, this is universal, but they kind of made it for the Sony ZV-E1, which is the camera that I currently have right now. And this camera is notoriously known for overheating. It overheated on me once, and I had to use this thing, this exact same one, and it worked perfectly. The second thing they added was they improved the backing. So this is like a cool mat. As soon as you turn on the fan, this thing gets super cold. I don't know how to describe it. It just feels nice. And this works wonders. Instead of a suction cup, now it's this, and this feels really good. And the best feature above it all is, yes, you can plug it in to a third party or any source of battery to this cable with the USB-C, but it comes with a built-in battery. This right here is a battery, and it's magnetic. So all you have to do is snap it on. Once you snap it, it shows the battery life of the portable battery. In this case, it's fully charged. The blue LCD light is telling you that the fan is now on. It gets even colder when you go to fan number 2, but the fan does get louder. So I'm gonna stay quiet so you could see if you could hear it from my chest all the way here. Obviously, the microphone's not gonna be this close to your fan. It would most likely sound like this. I can't hear it. It is kind of loud, but it's not like super loud. So that's cool. Built-in battery, boom. No more cables, you take it off, it turns off. And it's magnetic, and it turns on, powers on the fan. The fan, and I'm a big fan of that. No, I'm kidding, that was cheesy, but I am a big fan of it. I already used it, and if you're like, Quiroga, I want to see some tests, put it outside. I'm in South Texas where it's super hot. As you can see, I'm sweating because I'm in the garage. And my camera has overheated inside my garage, but now I use this. Super rare when it does that. It's not often that it does, but I'm not gonna be testing it out because I only have one camera. So if you guys want to send me a camera, then I'll test it out in the hot sun. But I will tell you that I was in a corporate gig. It started overheating because I was shooting at 4K 120, 4K 60, and the camera started getting really hot. I put this bad boy on there, and that's where I will say a con. There was a con, because since I bought this with my own money, I can say whatever I want. So right here's the portable battery. Over here, you'll see the magnets. There's 4 little magnets. So when I bought it, brand new, I was in the gig, and this gig that I'm talking about, my camera overheated, I'm panicking. I was like, man, I'm missing the shots. So I go, and it was like this when I bought it, or like when I put it in my camera bag, and I went like this to turn it on because I wasn't familiar with it. And when I did that, it wasn't turning on. I was like, what the heck? Why is it not turning on? It wasn't clipping. One of the magnets had fallen out and went here, so it was like a little stack. I didn't know that. I was in panic mode. I was like, oh my God, I lost the magnet. Thankfully, it was just over here, so you know, I put it back in the meantime, and when I went home, I super glued it so that it wouldn't fall out. And it was only one. It was this one right here. And I super glued it. Now it's like in there for sure. It's not gonna fall out when you do that. It was the first time I was using it and it already popped off. That kind of shows you the quality of that, which I didn't like, but it was an easy fix. So that was the only con I had. In terms of performance, how it looks, how it felt on the back of the camera, it's minimal, it doesn't look big, it's not bulky, it doesn't make my setup super heavy, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a small, compact, ready to go camera. Buy this fan if you have any camera that overheats, this one's it. Ulanzi, it took you 3 tries, but you got it. You got it on the 3rd one. If you don't succeed, just try, and try again. In this case, they tried 2 more times and they got it. All right, I'll see you.